Hey guys, and welcome to Money Code Live, where we're empowering you for success in the current climate. I'm Cindy, and I guess you're
Because
Shawn.
that makes me Shawn.
And today we want to talk to you a little bit about priming yourself to manifest what you truly want in your life and what you want to go after. So, this is something that Shawn just does by default, and I want to sort of deconstruct what he does.
Well, it makes it easier when you don't have to think about stuff.
It does. So I'm like, you don't need to think of myself. You're welcome to my life. I have to think. He just does it. Just does it. But anyway, the reason there's so many things. I'm just gonna start off by saying there's so many things about manifesting. There's the law of attraction, the secret, Abraham Hicks. There's so much things out there about law of attraction, and I kind of feel like they half tell you what it's about, but don't actually give you the full story. It's like they just leave they actually leave the secret
So
out of it.
let's not focus on just, manifesting law of attraction, but almost every single subject, almost every single thing you'll ever hear or read about in life is 90% bull dust and fluff and a waste of time. Right? And the really difficult bit is to isolate that 5, maybe 10% that's actually useful, right? And go ahead with that, right? Because most people most teachers are in the business of selling information, and if they give all the good stuff, then the feeling is that then there's nothing left and they have no further value.
Right? Which is so wrong. And if you coming from that place in your business or even in your career where you're like, oh, I can't give everything because that is actually coming from a scarcity mindset, because it is so much. The more you give, and especially from a teaching point, your students then challenge you for the next thing, which means you have to grow and you have to learn and you have to, and that kind of just nicely ties into today's episode.
At the end of the day, the more you give, the more you learn, because
Yeah.
the more you'll be challenged by your students, right?
Yeah.
And the more you learn, the
Also
more you
am I.
develop, the stronger you get, which channels into
To-
what Cindy was going to say.
So what I want to say is, when you're looking at manifesting, when you're looking at creating wealth, when you're looking at going after your dream or changing career, or manifesting this career, or like us, going to America, whatever it may be, just writing it on a board or doing a vision board or anything is not going to get you anywhere. It's gonna, and okay, yes, there's some people that's like, yeah, this worked for me. I call that manifesting by default. Like, it's just they were gonna manifest it anyway, regardless of what they wrote on the board, because that's just the type of personality that they have. They're go-getters, they're determined, they just wrote it on the board for the sake of writing it on the board. But if you are seeking to grow yourself, to expand yourself, to challenge yourself, the best and easiest and fastest way to do it is by continually being in a state of learning. And the reason why I say continually being in a state of learning, when you keep on learning and researching and watching videos on YouTube, like watching ours, I'm just gonna say, like watching us, continually growing,
Should we
learning.
now do the like, subscribe, and
Oh, you guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, we'll do that on those. Now that we've said that. But the thing is, if you're continually growing, learning, researching new things, you're continually searching answers, right? Because why else would you be looking for things on YouTube or looking for things in a book? You're continually searching for answers. And what that happens is, when you're trying to manifest, you're obviously looking for answers to get what you want. Even though, like, technically manifesting, you put yourself in the state that you already have it, but part of your brain is like, okay, if you've already have it, I need to find the answer to bring that to fruition. And if you're not in a state of continually learning, continually looking for answers, it makes it so much harder for you to get your prayers answered. It makes it so much harder because firstly, you're not open to receiving answers, and two, you're not putting your brain in that state of continually being creative and finding solutions and figuring things out. You kind of just become stuck in a rut.
at the end of the day, you can't fill a closed vessel.
Exactly.
You've got to take the lid off. You've got to open up. And as long as you're exploring, as long as you're asking questions, as long as you're finding information, as long as you're growing, the vessel is open and it can develop, it can grow.
Yeah. So for today, I'll take home for today, and that's something that is being reinforced through everything that I'm doing and researching and teaching. Because I will say this, for Shawn and I, it never stops. Shawn spends about 3 hours every day researching, looking what's going on in the markets, looking what's the latest in the news, looking what's the latest trends, looking so much things. I spend my time looking at studies of how people's psychology works, how alpha, delta brainwaves, theta brainwaves, how all of those things work, how spirituality ties into that, and how to bring abundance to fruition. So it's always on the search of evolving our habits to grow ourselves, to improve ourselves. And in doing that, when you get knocked down, you come back so much faster because you're constantly searching, you're constantly growing, you're constantly looking for things, and you know more now than what you did like us a month ago. We know more now than we did a month ago because you're always searching, you're always evolving. And it's when you sit in stagnation, when you're like, oh, well, I would love to have a new car, but you don't even know what kind of car you want. You don't even know, is it a 5-seater or 7-seater? What is the latest safety things out there? You're not doing any research. You're just like, I'd like a new car. Like, you may get one by mistake somehow.
No, well, when you got a generic, I want a new car, what you're really saying is, I'm tired of my old car. I hate my old car. I don't want my old car anymore. The damn thing's embarrassing. It's dropping me. It's breaking, right? You're focusing on the negative, 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 right? And then somehow you're surprised when you get more of the negative, right?
Yeah.
But you get more of what you focus on. And if you can't be specific about what you want, then it means you don't know what you want. That means that you only know what you don't want. And if you only know what you don't want, then that's where your focus is.
And you know what thoughts become things, and there are many books about it. There's many better scholars in that we've researched and looked at.
That's our time up.
I would love to say it's a time, but that actually, you know what, that going off there was actually my phone. That's a reminder, and for me, it's a little affirmation for me that keeps me aligned to check with, am I in line with where I'm going, what I'm doing, what I want to achieve. And I actually set a reminder on my phone 3 times a day to make sure that I keep in line with where it is that I want to go. So that, you know, that's a little like insider tip there for you guys, because now you got to hear it. I have a reminder on my phone that has 3 words on it, and those 3 words just remind me that, am I seeking things? What place am I coming from? Am I coming from a place of positivity and not negativity, as Shawn says? And am I continually seeking to improve myself? So yeah. Do you got anything to add besides like, comment, and subscribe, guys? Only 3 things you need to do to
No, this is your video. I'll just sit here quietly and
oh my gosh,
be the pretty face.
This is what I got to deal with, guys. Like, oh, welcome to my. Okay, yeah, we don't want to get a copyright strike for that one, so I won't sing. I'll spare you guys that one. But yeah, today's one is just literally keep on seeking knowledge, keep on expanding, and same as I've said, I think 2 or 3 videos ago, take what we say and take what applies to you, and then go and research this further. Don't just take our word for gospel. Like, please don't. Always seek a second, third, fourth opinion. No matter what it is that you're doing, do the research for yourself. Go and search.
If you'd like to contact us and prefer to stay out of the public comments at the bottom there, a lot of people have got more private questions and recommendations and this type of thing. I've popped the email down in the bottom of there. Send through an email. Every email gets read. And we don't necessarily reply to
every
everyone.
email. Yeah,
there's only so much time, but yeah, every email gets read, and probably will reply if you're asking something relevant.
Yeah, if it's us out there, by all means. But remember, continue to seek knowledge, continue to find answers and solutions, and if you truly want something, you can make it happen. With that, guys, see you in the next one. Bye.